Flipping sides now to the Clippers and what's going on with them. Fun start to the season as well for them as well. They are 3-2 as well at the moment. Having they just lost the Battle of LA on flip side, of course, to the Lakers. Came down to the wire and almost got the job done, but couldn't quite close out as need be. But they have now added James Harden to the mix, who folks seem to be happy to have there in the building, and will be an added presence that surely can contribute a lot. What do you think about the addition? Now that we talk about it more in depth, do you really think he could be the X factor for this squad, or do you think that he actually could mess up the chemistry a bit, being inserted into the mix as he may?
Yeah. Folks, of course, had their reactions to the I'm not a system basketball player. I am a system, or whatever his comment was.
Right.
But I think we all understood like what he was saying there. Like he felt like he was a bit limited in how he was playing with the Sixers.
Real quick, the full quote was him saying that, like, I felt like my game was limited. I felt like I could contribute more. Though people see a turn in my career, I feel like I still have a lot to offer and can offer that more than the Sixers allowed me to do. So he wanted some more range in that. And then also with the pay cuts and all that went into play, he was not happy with how he was treated over there. And hopefully he gets more of that freedom and opportunity as he desires with the Clippers here. So, we'll see how that plays out. But, go ahead.
Right. Yeah. And so with that, I believe he will. The Ty Lue and the Clippers will allow him some of that freedom that he's been looking for, and he will have to sacrifice some as well too. Just playing with 3 other Hall of Fame level guys. There's only one ball, as people joke all the time. I don't think it's really going to be an issue of guys not having the ball enough. Like I don't think they care about that. Ultimately, they do care about winning, and Harden has said that. Like.
Right.
Playing with Russ again and playing for a championship in LA as well, him being a California guy, is some of the reasons why he wanted to come play for the Clippers. And I think it would be huge for him, Russ, and Paul George, of course, to capture their first championship. And I think that's going to be the ultimate goal. So I don't think sacrificing at all really will be an issue for any of these guys, to be honest. At this point in their careers, I think winning ultimately is what matters the most to them. They've all got their numbers. They've got accolades. They want to add that to their resume. So I'm very optimistic about what Harden can bring to this team. We talked about the playmaking that he can bring already, and that's going to be huge for them. Just less isolation and more ball movement. But I like the addition a lot, and PJ Tucker along with it. They lost a couple role players in the trade, lost a little bit of defense, so bringing in PJ will help with that as well too.
I like that addition as well. We talked about going back to that Fantastic Four, however you want to describe them. Right now with that group that they're going to be having there, we have at the top of it, we have Kawhi and PG, who finally are having a full healthy training camp and all of that. Can this actually be the year you said they're pushing for a title? You think they actually can make a strong push for it? Or are they still going to be cursed that we joked about with the Clippers for however long it's been now?
Yeah, I mean, this is the year, man. Like, we've said it for years for the Clippers. I don't know if they've been quite this loaded before, though, and had Kawhi and Paul George healthy at the same time as being loaded. Like, they've been loaded on paper, but at least one of them is out as well, too. So having them both healthy, having Russ now, and then having Harden as well, too. I don't want to say championship or bust, but you kind of got to feel like that if you are a Clipper fan in the Clipper organization, is having that level of talent on the roster. They at least got to make a finals run. I would say.
Watching the Lakers game, I was like, I don't know if you want to say they're still in their prime or not, but the bag is still fully there for both these guys.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, my God, they still can get wherever they want to get onto the court. They can make whatever shot they want to make and all of that. So they're all these excuses of, they're all past their prime. And yes, this would have been nice 6 years ago. Yes, it would have been great 6 years ago as well. But they still show that they still have that bag and can go out and execute. So we'll see if they can live up to it for a full season and get the job done. Hopefully they don't just get an instant tournament win and call that the championship, or they make a full run down in the playoffs too. But we'll see. But I do think, I do agree with what you're saying, that this should be the year for them to get over the hump finally. So we'll see if they get it done. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anything else question-wise you wanted to ask with them?
Did you like the trade? Like, did you feel like they gave up too much, or?
I thought it would have been if they had given up Terrence Mann or if they had given up Bones somehow, one of them guards, but they kept Bones in there. They kept Zubik and their bigs in that still. So no, I don't think they gave up too much. Plus, as you mentioned, getting back PJ Tucker, who could be a little bit viewed as a little bit older now, whatever the case, he shows that he's still willing to go and do the dirty work however much is required. So yeah, I think they'll be fine on that front. And yeah, I think it all can work out as need be for them. So no, I like the trade for him. I think it can work. Harden wanting to be somewhere that he wants to be with a team that wants to have him there in the role that he wants to play. I think definitely can all work out for them and should lead to a great run that we hope will manifest. So yeah, I like all that has come from it. I'm on board at least somewhat in comparison to our Lakers we like talking about too. So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, no more Batum fourth quarters as he
Oh
joked in
man!
his farewell message.
oh well. But yeah, going to be a fun thing. That's the other thing I'll say is get more, a little bit more in depth. Again, I pointed out we already talked about it somewhat, but the thing that stood out to me also in that Lakers game when they played. I don't want to pile on, but there are a few plays down the stretch where Russ went down and forced a shot where he shouldn't have forced a shot, or Russ went down and fouled somebody when he shouldn't have fouled somebody. I don't want to highlight him, but he was one making the plays. So just pointing to what happened as the game closed. Looking at scenarios like that, having someone like James Harden who's not going to be in the mix, who can maybe calm him down or just calm the team down in general. I don't want to highlight just Russ, but can have the team more poised in situations, or another person that can find a better shot in those situations. I think will be a great benefit to them. And yeah, I'm excited to see how it plays out. So yeah, interested to see how that dynamic works amongst them all.
Yeah, I think definitely a benefit to Russ and to all of them as far as the creation for them and just getting easier shots. But yeah, I mean, like if you want to highlight those plays for Russ too, like you got to highlight the other stuff as well.
Of
Like you
course,
said, you don't want to pile on, but
it's so that to me. I'm like, bro, I don't
like
not
he
to
was kind
pile
of a
on.
reason they're in that game as well too.
Of
So
course,
I
of
gotta
course.
want
I'm
to,
trying not to say it in a way that's piling on, because I know there's a lot of narratives to it. But there were a couple of times I was like, I don't know why they're doing this right now. And we can even take Russ out of it into the team, because there were a couple of plays that were made down the stretch where they kind of botched the execution of it all. But I was like, it seemed like there was a easier way that could have went, and they decided to rush a shot early on in the shot clock, or they decided to foul somebody when it didn't seem like a foul was necessary. Like, even if you want to take the names out of it, they just went there a few plays beyond Russ or whoever that could have went differently for them to get the job done. And they found a way to get the game to overtime. It almost went like the Lakers were going to break away in regular time. They got it into overtime, and then more of the same happened. The Lakers broke away again. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if Harden can alleviate some of those moments there that happened in the past. So that is all. I don't want to pile on at all with Russ. I love Russ like you do. Just things that came to mind is what I remember during that game. Wanted to point to it as what could change once Harden's in the mix.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
So yeah, we'll see how all that goes. As we with the Lakers, we'll look at their schedule by the time we get back next week. Every Friday, we'll come back to you guys. Friday, Saturday, we'll come back to you guys and talk about the NBA season. Looking forward to it all. By the time we're here next week, Clippers will have played a little New York run. They'll have they'll have the Knicks on Monday. They'll have the Nets on Wednesday. Then they'll be in Dallas for their in-season tournament game on Friday. By that time on Friday, those two New York games, how do you think those will play out?
I'd say for those 3 games, probably 2-1. I think they can win both those New York games, though.
So they get bounced out the in-season tournament that fast, or they go down the tournament that fast?
Well, it's not single elimination yet, right? It's group
but
play.
Yeah.
So no, like they're not bounced, but
Right,
I think
crazy. You know done?
that'll be the toughest game of the 3. I would say.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So yeah, I didn't think it went all. Or of course we didn't think win it, but I think they will win all 3 games there. As good of an effort the Knicks and Nets can show. I think they don't have enough quite to get past a team like the Clippers, who have star power that shines a lot brighter than whoever they have on those teams. And the Mavericks are going to be interesting to see how that dynamic plays out. We highlighted Derek Lively before. I'm seeing if the pieces around Kyrie and Luka can step up against a team as versatile as the Clippers squad appears to be. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one for that first instant tournament game for them. So yeah, we tuned into it all. And yeah, that now is all the NBA talk for you guys. Anything else you wanted to highlight real quick, or can we get out of here?
Nah, I think we're good.
Cool. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff coming in the NBA. Excited to talk about it all as the season goes along. Let's go. Let us know what you think about all our segments that we've had. Things will be posted throughout this weekend, and looking forward to all your feedback with that. Also, we'll be back as well. Next, we'll be talking about the NFL, and Week 9 will be underway. That will just have gone down. We'll come back with our power rankings every 3 weeks as we do. So we'll update those, and we'll show you guys where things land. Have our hymn zone and all of that to show who had the best performances of this weekend. Are you going to have who balled out on Thursday night? Are you going to have Kenny Pickett on your pick for your hymn zone this week or no? Probably not. All right,
definitely not.
So. But either way, going to be a fun time for sure as we always do, and I'm looking forward to all things on the way. And then we'll be back on next Friday, to discuss what went down as we get here. So yeah, great things across the board. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as you guys do. Continue to like, rate, subscribe, comment, share, all the great stuff. For us, we'll be active online. Wherever you want to find us, we'll be there. And we'll see you again real soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.
Deuces.